Iya, tidak perlu minta maaf. Aku tidak tersinggung kok. Melihat kan kalau aku juga senang merayakan Lantern Ride ini sendirian, anak juga senang sekali menonton pertunjukan wayang kertas. Oh. Cok, cuma gitu doang. Ternyata yang jadi deh. Oke, kayaknya kita ganti ke quest date aja deh ya. Nih, enggak, gue kira bakalan ya elah. Bentar, quest story. Kita ini aja deh, ini aja, Mayung Jin aja. Nah, kita dating bersama Yung Jin aja, oke. Mana. Ternyata gitu doang, gue kira Kiki.
Can't you send someone any sooner? The clock is ticking and I need this resolved.
I'm sorry, but we don't have any adventurers available.
Berapa nih?
Your timing is most optimal. Allow me to introduce you.
Traveler? Yoonjin is always... Yep, she's gone and disappeared. Now of all times, just... If our audience doesn't get to see Yoonjin on stage, they'll start tearing the place down.
That's what I said too, but...
Look, when you're a megastar like Yoonjin, you gotta start taking things a little more seriously. Saying why does she have to go and practice somewhere so dangerous? What if something happens to her? What am I going to tell the audience? Well then, what if she gets into a scrape and hurts herself? If she gets so much as a...
As you can see, this is what we're up against. Would you be willing to accept this commission?
Wonderful. Thank the stars. Please.
Demi Yung Jin. Wah, gila jauh banget. Wah, gila.
No, my sword! Oh, it's you. I do apologize. I didn't... What brings you all the way up here? Oddly enough, I was just thinking I didn't expect to run into you here, of all places. Ah, I see. So Yunning sent you. I did tell her not... Oh, but on this occasion, it seems I'm rather lucky you came. It's a pity, though. I was so close to achieving the state of mind that Shenhe was talking. Do you remember what Shenhe said about the divine damsel fighting against the evil monster? That in reality, she hadn't acted as granted. She later admitted that she preferred the version of events given in the opera, but after giving it a lot of consideration, I think that this character is defined by her emotional complexity. If access to a different state of mind can help me provide a fresh interpretation of the character and her actions, well, surely that's why I came here. My plan was to take it slowly. Start by just dipping my toe in, as it were. I feel like I was so close to a breakthrough here. You've defeated an ancient god before. How am I supposed to experience genuine... I suppose I had better return to Liyue Harbor for now. I'll only end up putting you in... I wonder whether I have gained anything useful from this trip.
Padahal mau nunjukin kekuatan ya kan. Paling kan mati dia. Jadi beban.
Can you put a few more adventurers on the case, sir?
Please have faith in her.
Yunning,
Yunjin, are you okay? Are you hurt? Do you need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy?
no, I'm fine. You don't...
Look, I get it. You like to go out explore. You have to take better care of yourself, okay? We're just lucky we had the Traveler to help out. What if something had happened?
Well, I would say the best way to make it up to our audience is while I'm off stage, as long as there is anything I can do to improve my acting.
You know, I don't know what to say anymore.
So, what's your
Exactly. Just think of all the people coming from far and wide.
Why do you make it sound like they are coming to see me?
Well, same difference, is it?
I don't think... Well, either way, you're quite... And I certainly mustn't make you come out looking for me again. So I suppose I will put my training exercises on hold.
Whew, I'm glad to know that I'm gonna head back and see how this...
All right. It's no substitute for first-hand experience, but it should still help me iron out Speaking of which, I haven't even thanked you. If you are free after the show, come and find me at...
Oh. Keesokan harinya ding, gua nggak baca itunya tuh. Oke.
Liyue Opera is really something, really performance. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, I've had the pleasure of it's been barely a few days since I last saw you perform. Once again...
Oh, you're far too kind. Oh, I'm still new to the profession, but I promised myself when I joined the troupe that I would strive and I wouldn't be where I am now without...
Nonsense, you're too humble, Miss Yun. You're a major celebrity who in Liyue...
In the circles I move in, anyone who says they've never seen Yun Jin on stage is at risk of getting laughed out of business. As it happens, I have a business meeting at the Xingyue kiosk with a so, I was wondering if you...
Oh, me too. I've booked a table at the Liyue...
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to both of you. I'm very grateful for the invitations, but isn't that right, Traveler?
Okay, you have plans, but you're really gonna pass this up? I mean, wait a second, you're... Well, I guess it's not going to work out today, then.
Huh. They took off pretty quick. Haha, I guess I'll be leaving too.
Take care, both of you. Whew. Thanks for coming to my rescue. Look at you. You're a national treasure. Even Gentry Moutsai is in awe of you. I feel a little sorry for Shinue Kiosk and Liuli Pavilion. I just hope the food won't go to waste.
Ini dia enak soalnya. Aduh, gue bingung.
I don't think we'd be able to get a seat this late, but it's fine. Let's head downstairs.
Sama aja. Wih,
Miss Yoon? Oh, wow, it's really you!
Hey, get back here. Oh,
Are you a journalist?
sorry, Miss Yun. Don't mind her. She's just new and...
Miss Yoon, I'm interested to know why you added a silk dance to the...
You know...
Yes, based on the original script, that scene would see your character perform the...
Animated.
Yes, but
Oh, sorry. Which publication are you from?
Yeah, we're from the Steambird. I am Boy Yi, the editor-in-chief. We were based in Fontaine. Just recently we made the move back to Liyue.
Oh, I see. You're from this... Then it's no wonder.
That's very kind of you, but...
Hey, Miss Yoon is throwing you a bone here. Make the most...
Actually, I'm afraid there's somewhere I need to be. And I'd really need to clear this interview. But what about our plans? Really? Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Great. Thank you both kindly. Let's find a quiet place and get this...
Oh, I see. So that's why you added the silk dance.
Yes, exactly. Doing it this way not only allows for more physicality in my...
Ah, okay. So there was even more to it than I thought. So wouldn't it make sense?
I think I know what...
Sorry. What am I saying? This is a fixed formula.
No, it's okay. I'll give it some thought. Thanks.
Really?
Shuryun, maybe it's time to move on to some of the things our readers...
Oh, okay. I was also going to...
Yes, well, I'm sure, Miss... But, not all. A lot of them really just want to know more about you. You know?
Excuse me? When I'm off stage?
You know, you're a major celebrity, and a lot of our readers are interested to know what life is like for you. What kind of place you live in, what kind of things you eat, clothes you wear, things you buy.
Besides rehearsing, a day in my...
Nonsense, of course it is. Just think how many people were at your show. In fact, a relative of mine has a daughter who's been saying she wants to broaden her horizons recently.
Oh. It's against the rules of the opera troupe to accept private... Could someone out there be accepting gifts for the troupe under false pretenses?
I mean, it wasn't a big deal. Just something she's... So, I saw Gentry Moutsai and the Snezhnayan gentleman come down from upstairs. Are they? So, what are your thoughts on Snezhnaya and the Fatui?
I'm sorry. This is my first interview. I might need a moment to pause and reorganize them a little.
Don't be ridiculous! Stopping an interview halfway through to organize your notes?
I'm fine. It's not the first time I've been asked questions like that. But the next day, the tabloids were full of articles like, "Dramatic exit, Yoonjin storm..." Yeah. So from then on, I used to think I could hold the troupe together just by putting on a good performance. But now, I have to make sure I concentrate. Oh, you mean Fanarya and that crowd? I cherish them as members, but there aren't many people like them who can appreciate all the nuance. How did Shuryun end up working with an editor like that guy? Oh, they could be back at any moment, so I should stay here for now. If you find out anything, come straight back here.
Oke.
How can you...
Keep your voice down. Whatever you got to say, it can wait until we're out of earshot. What's wrong with you? Why can't you get it into your head? Quit asking dull questions and start thinking about how to win over our readers. Do I make myself clear? I don't think you realize what a golden opportunity you have here. How many journalists would give anything they had to trade places with you right now? Huh? Ever think about that?
You just don't get it. Miss Yun has put her heart and soul into...
Enough! Stop yelling in public! Or do you want Miss Yun to hear about all the lies you're spreading about her?
Me? You're the one making everything up.
Well, you sure seemed pretty happy chatting to her, so don't act like you ain't a part of this. And don't forget the contract you signed. Come. We'll continue our little chat over there. You need to listen and learn, young lady.
Wow.
Are
Mana
you
mereka?
ready to stop whining now? Do you have any... Just think of the sales if we can get an exclusive.
But what about us pretending to be from the Steam...
You really think she still would have talked to you if I hadn't told that little... As long as we make it sound like an eyewitness account, how will she be able to refute it? Heck, if she actually presses the issue...
This is horrible.
I don't know who she thinks she is anyway. Oh, I sang a couple of shows, so now no one wants to read about your sopranos or your falsettos. We give the case in point. That blonde gal seemed to be getting along pretty well with Yoonjin. There's definitely a story there.
That's enough.
Report me? What for? Libel? Identity theft? You'd better tread carefully, Missy. First, you neglect your own duties. You signed the contract. You know full well the consequences. If you...
Why? Oh.
Well, think very carefully about what you're going to...
You. Hey, what?
Bang. And with that, the fate of the...
Did you find anything out? I see. I knew there was something fishy about that Ed. Not yet. All he's done so far is ask a few questions. Besides, if we rush to report him now, it's only going to give him more material to write about. You're right. But tabloids like theirs never have permanent offices in print. The moment they hear anything, they'll disappear without a trace. You've got no... I'm actually more concerned. Would you be willing to do me another favor? I want to send a letter. Great. The editor should be here soon, so I'll stay here to deal. If everything goes well, we should.
I've had it with you. If we weren't on a tight deadline, you will stay here and reflect on your actions if...
Oh. You're the one who was with Miss Yun earlier. Oh, really? Miss Yun wrote... Miss Yun says that under Liyue law, any penalty charge I have to pay may not substantially exceed the... You can't have a labor contract that would completely bankrupt the employee in the event of a breach. It's not legally binding. So not only can he not get any money off of me, I can take this contract to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and blow the... I didn't think about any of this when I was job hunting. I just signed the contract without... I always thought Miss Yun was all about opera. Who would have thought she was such a legal expert, too? If only I hadn't gone out of my way to get Miss Yun's attention in the first... I didn't expect it to end up with Miss Yun helping fix my life problems. Well, Mr. Boyi says I'm still on probation, so he won't tell me where their workload... Plus, I give all my draft articles straight to him, so I don't have anything in the way of evidence. I wouldn't put it, but the letter says that my statement and the contract are enough. If Miss Yun says so, I'm sure she must be right. Let's go confront him right now.
Okay.
Okay, I think I've covered this topic pretty thoroughly now. Unless...
Whoa, what can I say, Miss Yun? You have so many wonderful qualities. Let's not quit while the ball's rolling, huh? So, hey, where's that, not intentionally avoiding the interview, Shirley?
You're finally back. This poor
You're with Shiryun? Hey, what's going on here? Hey, Shiryun, don't forget the contract you signed.
The Traveler clued me in. This contract you made me sign? It isn't worth the paper it's written.
Isn't worth the paper it's written on? Don't be ridiculous. It's all there, clear as day.
Research? Oh, so you're a news editor. But you also have an interest in law?
Yeah, she's new, and she's making a fool of herself.
No, it's okay. In fact, I found myself delving into some legal texts recently. The contracts of our opera troupe are a case in point. I'd finally finished reading through the relevant documentation from the Yuehai Pavilion, so I'm just curious. How can you be
I'm pretty sure I read everything.
Under current legislation, the penalty terms in my labor contract are unreasonable.
Nonsense! That's ridiculous!
My goodness. Sir, it seems that we should probably bring the...
Don't listen to her! I run a...
Oh, I have no doubt about that at all, sir. But this reminds me of a case I read about not long ago. Once you get report, not only do they look into every license you have and every work you've ever published, so if you don't get back now and start preparing for their... Well, I mean, I don't mind continuing the interview at all. But I'd hate to take up too much of your precious time.
You... I will...
Hey, where do you think you... Miss Yun, why did you stop me? Right, and the contract I have is enough to get...
I'm not a legal expert. I haven't the faintest idea. All that was just an act.
An act? Yoonjin, the Millilith are after him. Based on his movements, it looks like Boyi is heading back to his head. I really hope they teach these tabloids a lesson they won't forget. It sure...
Yes. I had Yunning report to the Millilith while you were delivering. The penalty terms in Shiryun's contract are too severe. Even if anyone who works like that is sure to have a guilty conscience. And now, he is sure to lead us to the solid evidence. Well, acting has to be authentic.
Their little publication will go out of business, and I hope this gets the other tabloids to rein in their antics too. Hey, here's a thought. I'm going to be out of it.
Well, would you still be interested in...
Well, yes, of course. But
Yunning, when can we arrange the next
oh, so now you're asking me.
Okay. Sure, Yun? Let's
Does this mean I get to do a full feature Okay, I think I know what I want to...
Don't mention it. I'm sure it will be a source of...
Yay!